All right, this is going to be a deep one. All right, the three-part emotional roller coaster you need to master as an agent and how to not let it break you before you build your dream business. Mental stamina required. Okay, this video is so important, okay, because I see so many agents with the opportunity to build something extraordinary, but they get stuck in the mundane and end up quitting before they actually hit the breakthrough, okay? And what I'm realizing here, the only reason this happens is because you don't have the correct level of expectation to build a business. Like it was nice and sweet when your upline told you you're going to be able to work from home and you're going to be able to control your income and you're going to build a business, but you went from being a worker or an employee to this idea of owning a business with a skill set that required only yourself to build the business. And then you realized you may lack some of the fundamentals to get you through. Okay. And so first I want to let you know, I'm going to go and I 100% am a believer in if you know exactly what to expect, you can understand that it's normal, that it's going to be okay, that there are solutions, and there's a beautiful light at the end of the tunnel. So first we're going to identify what those three emotions are so they are not foreign to you, and then I'm going to give you what to look for, like what to lean into during that season and what to watch out for, okay? Now we have some strategies and tactics to get it through. But 100%, most life insurance agents give up in the first year, and the ones who make money and become winners who are able to get through this emotional roller coaster, okay? We are in sales. So it's extraordinarily important that one, you're educated and have the tactics, and most importantly, have the support system in order to make that happen, okay? We deal with so many extraordinary high performers, and every single one of them gets got in this season, and they lean on us and their uplines and their community to help them through, all right? So let's get this going. All right, so many of our clients, and when you become a new agent and you finally get into the flow of things and you get your first $3,000 commission, you are on phase one, excitement. Number one, that first phase excitement, I would say this lasts about 1 to 3 months, okay? What you want to lean into, you want to lean into the reps. I mean, this is where you tell every friend, every family member, hey, I'm embarking on a new journey. I want more for myself. I'm extremely excited, and I know that I can do this. I need to put reps in. The way you get good at sports, and you're going to see me use a lot of sports references because it just makes sense. Most people have played a sport or know what it's like to push hard to do something. So here, honey, you've never been in sales before, all right? You've never had to put on a headset and convince people to make a great decision about their future, okay? So here you want to lean into reps. I'm talking 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. However many reps that you can put on to ensure that you're talking to the most people, getting through objections, literally. The goal is to get punched in the face as much as possible so you learn how to duck, right? You learn the famous Floyd Mayweather roll. So you want to put as many reps as possible. You're learning. You're finding your footing. You're finding your cadence. You're finding how you like to sell, how you talk to men and how you talk to women. So you want to put as much reps as possible. You are learning, okay? Now, next one, sales, sales, sales. Master a script and stick with it. Oh my goodness, you have no idea that you can see someone making $30,000 to $40,000 in AP a month. You're going to get excited, and guess what? You're going to start doing a little bit different than what got you to where you are. You're going to start changing up things. You're going to start getting cute. This is what I like to say. And so master that sales script, whatever it is that you're using, and if it's working and gets the client, you should have about a 70% close rate once you get them into an application. If you're not seeing that, your script is trash, go look for another one or tell your upline, listen, you got to do something for me. You have to have, or go searching for a script that can be your foundational rails. I like to say a beautiful script is guardrails while you're bowling. You know how the goal is for those things that come up on the side to help you stay within the guardrails. So make sure you're mastering a great script and literally copy it verbatim. Add your little, nuance of personality into it, but master a script, okay? And number 3. Lean into great client relationships. This is going to help moving forward into the next stage when you need referrals. You want to make sure that you're having a great relationship. You're doing your portal reviews. Again, I cannot stress how important this is to do your portal reviews, right? And you're going to see why in phase 3 to 6, okay? Great relationship with your clients, okay? Go above and beyond and find your nuance of how you deal with your clients. Now, things to watch out for. You're excited, right? You have not seen the responsibility of being a financial, representative. And so make sure you're watching over for overselling, okay? If a client tells you, hey, I make $100,000 a month, $100,000 a year, and they want to contribute $500 a month into an IUL, you should say, you know what, I love that. And I love that you have those goals. But just because this is your first insurance policy and it's an IUL, having you covered is more of a priority than dumping as much as you can. I want to make sure that in the event that something happens, your insurance policy doesn't get put on the back burner. So we want to downsell. I would say, how about we start with $300 a month? Something that is going to be totally easy and a non-negotiable for you, right? So here you want to prep for overselling. Make sure you're downselling. Make sure your client knows that you are there for them and that you don't want your insurance policy to become a financial burden, but something that is a non-negotiable and gets taken care of every single month, okay? Carrier cash flow. This is freaking huge. An agent gets really, really excited, starts just throwing their policies anywhere when cash flow is going to be king. Remember, you just become an agent, you're maybe buying leads, or you have an insurance marketing partner. Cash flow is going to be king in the next season of your insurance career from months 3 to 6. And so we see a lot of agents here start freaking out in month 2 or month 3 because they kind of wrote a little bit too much business in the carriers that required underwriting. And guess what? They're stuck there for 2-3 weeks. The client's like, what the heck? I didn't know I was going to have to do all this. Like, this is a lot. And so here I always say, in your first 3 months of business, you really want to utilize your instant carriers because cash flow is king, and you want to make sure that your first 3 months of business is building up a cash reserve for your business, okay? And again, you will understand in month 3 or 6 what's going to make or break you. So cash flow is king. You have to write business where the carriers have a great relationship with their agents and are going to freaking pay us on time to be able to continue to invest into our business. That is not going to have our clients frustrated, stuck in underwriting. So you want to go with the carriers that have instant approval and instant issue. You can get cute when you are paid, but you just started a business. We have to be mindful that your engine cannot stop in momentum because you are worried about when cash is going to come in and you have 6 policies equaling up 18 grand and you don't know when you're going to get paid. So carrier cash flow is king. I see a lot of agents break here because they get nervous and scared that they're not being paid and that money's not coming in fast enough, okay? You did not get into starting your own business and becoming an agent to wait for cash to come in. You should be getting paid 2 to 3 times a week from these carriers, and that needs to be consistent. You need to be seeing a drop every single day or every single week, or your cash flow is going to get tied up. And then next, watch out for a loose schedule. You're going to get excited. You're going to get, oh my gosh, I finally work for myself. Like, let me get cute. Let me only work here, only work then. I can work. No. Okay? Unfortunately, maybe they didn't tell you, but you traded being somewhere from literally 8 to 8 or 9 to 5 to be available all the time for your clients, okay? When you're starting to build a business and learning the skill set and the mental fortitude and spiritual stamina it takes to be great and to make money. Again, maybe you're only here to make an extra $2,000-$3,000 a month. That's okay. Maybe this video is not for you if you're not looking to make tens of thousands of dollars a month and actually make this a business and be able to build, a really, really good business that continues to pay. Okay, so very important. Now, excitement is going to begin to wear off after month 2.5, 3. All right, because being a business owner sets in. Remember when you used to go to work and then whatever happened at work, you get to leave and like you don't have to deal with it anymore. It's somebody else's problem. Well, listen, honey, big bucks require big responsibility. And so I like to make sure this next season will make or break your business, make or break you. So let's talk about it. Phase number 2. You are going to go into anxiety, fatigue, and impending doom. I'm like saying this with a smile on my face because so many agents break here, and if they just got through it, they're gonna be freaking okay with an extraordinary business. But where do you, on God's green earth, do you believe that everything's gonna be easy for you to reap harvest of money you, your friend, your family has never made? Like, as an agent, you're capable of making people's salary within a month, okay? And so, honey, if anybody believed you, like made you believe that this was a get rich quick scheme, or like this was something that was going to be so easy and so perfect and so beautiful, no. You picked the big leagues. You wanted your freedom back, doing something that you love and being in marketplace ministry to help families across the country. And that requires a little bit of responsibility. But this is where anxiety, fatigue, and impending doom. So anxiety. Okay, you're going to start getting anxious, okay? Because there's a few things that are about to start happening in month 3 and 6. You're going to see some chargebacks, all that kind of stuff. And so you're going to get anxious. And so where the first 3 months, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm making so much money. Money's coming in. Like, I'm excited about that. You're going to get some anxiety, okay? Fatigue. You're like, whoa, doing the same thing over and over and over again, mentally and emotionally. And it's something what's wrong with this generation. And I encourage you, you want to put so much space between you and this, is the mundane. The mundane. You're able to make $2,500 in one conversation. You have to get through the mundane. So fatigue, okay? And then impending doom. You're like, is life going to be like this forever? And the truth is, if you have vision and you have a great upline who instilled the process and procedure and strategy for growth, maybe they haven't, come to us, we'll give you one. It will not be like this forever. You're going to get burnt out, okay? This season will make or break you. It is a dogfight, okay? And you're saying, oh crap, to yourself, this is a business, okay? So what to lean into? You want to lean into the fundamentals. We always see after month 3, an agent tries to get cute. You get overly confident, right? You get overly confident. I know what to do. I know how to sell. I made, $20,000, $30,000 as an agent. I'm good. Like I can, whoa. Doesn't matter how good LeBron is. Doesn't matter how good any extraordinary sports player is, you will always see them in practice, working harder than everyone else, putting up that same free throw shot over and over and over again. And usually what I realize is that agents stop doing the fundamentals of what got them there. Oh, I see it all the time. They start changing up the script. They start trying to get through the call faster. They get impatient. This is a dogfight to keep the fundamentals. And like my father always taught me, don't get cute. The mundane is going to set in, and this is where you want to rely on skill and discipline to get you through, okay? Number 2, here's where you want to put on a show for your downline to inspire production. Now you, 100% in that 1 to 3, you're learning all the fundamentals of sales, right? But this is where, when you are recruiting and people are coming into your space, you can't stop selling. Don't stop selling yet. You don't have enough money in your bank account to feel confident and overly safe when it comes to cash flow. So I want you to be a performer for your downline and train them while you're working. Don't set aside time, because at the end of the day, you have to be straight and up with your downline. Like, listen, honey, hold on a second. I want you to take this into consideration, because you don't want to be allocating your time differently. Let's say you close 2 policies for $3,300 in a day. Let's say you worked, let's divide that by, let's say 6 hours. You're worth $550 an hour. So you have to ensure that you're allocating time properly to your downline, one, because they need to get ramped up in production. They need to be following their leader. They need to be inspired. They need to be trained how to be just as good or better than you, because this is going to matter moving into month 6 and month 9. So this is where you want to lean into training, but on your time and where it is convenient for you. You tell that agent that wants and inspired to build something great, hey, you want to make $20,000 a month like me? You're going to have to be on my daily sessions. You're going to have to watch me work. I'm not, no, because you haven't proved yourself to me to waste $550 training you unless you show me that you really want this. Put the reps in. This is where you want to lead by example, okay? Now that you got your fundamentals down, you stay with the fundamentals and teach the people around you so your agents and your downline can begin to ascend. Okay? Because in month 6 or 9, you're going to want them producing. And you have to lead by example. But a lot of the time here, someone may get overly excited about recruiting and training people that they're wasting more of their time recruiting and taking a hit on their personal production and cash flow. And we have to find a balance there, okay? What to watch out for? Chargebacks. Okay. Honey, listen. This is normal. It's normal, but we have to be responsible. You are going to get that funny feeling in your stomach the moment the insurance carrier hits you with a debt of $2,500. And then you're going to realize, crap. Okay, this is where great customer service has to come in. I have to call my client. Another part of your job unlocks, okay? Calling your clients, letting them know, building your book of business. Do you know that, like, sometimes that happens? How many times has your card declined because simply you had money in your savings and not in your checking? Like, this is natural. One, offer extraordinary customer service, and if you did exactly what you needed to do in month 1 and month 3 of building a great relationship with your clients, letting them know the value of their policy, doing your portal reviews, right? This is how you mitigate all of this in month 3 and 6, right? And most importantly, ready for this? You utilized the ability with that portal review to get them logged into their portal. The first time you're reaching back out to them is not when they missed a payment. But you've built a relationship with these people, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm not ignoring your call. No, totally, let me pick up the phone, and we can be of assistance here. But I see too many agents like, oh my gosh, it's a chargeback, I'm just going to like sell myself out. No, just offer great customer service and just take 20 minutes out of your day every single morning. This is where you start putting things in your schedule that says, hey, I'm just going to use my CRM. Well, our CRM, we go ahead, there's a tag that says missed payment, and then it automatically sends like drip text campaigns until they make the payment. But here, just give them a call, okay? Don't outrun chargebacks. Mitigate them with great service. But also, number 2, don't be afraid of them. This is normal, okay? Okay? Okay. Relax. Take a deep breath. Remember, we were downselling, right? And so we want to make sure, watch out for chargebacks, but don't get nervous, okay? Number 2, death of underwriting, okay? Again, you may have gotten a little cute and realized, hey, some policies are better with, carriers that have a little bit more underwriting, and that's okay. Do what's best for the client, but you have to make sure that you are having a healthy balance of making sure cash flow is king and putting it through carriers that are getting instant approval, not going to get stuck in underwriting, and you're going to get paid within the next couple days, rather than having a client stuck in underwriting. You have to get extra forms signed, all that kind of stuff. And then you're like, crap, where's all my money and my hard work going? And it's because the death of underwriting has taken over, and it's giving you anxiety, it's giving you fatigue, it's giving you impending doom. Like, what the heck? Oh my gosh, is this how it's gonna be like forever? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I just got another chargeback. Take a deep freaking breath. Welcome to entrepreneurship. You thought it was just gonna be easy? Within 45 minutes making 2,500 bucks. Okay, cool. You make 40 grand, you're probably going to have a couple $1,000 problems. Like that is a blessing. You just have to get good. But I see a lot of agents freak out here and get scared, and chargebacks scare the heck out of them. If you're a business owner, you'd have to, and you had a brick and mortar, you'd have to pay for lights, you'd have to pay for rent, you had to pay for a bunch of stuff with expenses, okay? This is a part of business. Stop getting scared and just make adjustments. If you realize in your book of business, crap, I have way too much stuff stuck in underwriting. I need to like scale back just a little bit. Let's go to my automatic approval carriers that's going to get me paid quickly, because if there's no you, there's no business, right? And then schedule changes. Again, this is where agents get cute. They get confident and they're like, oh, I'm good. I can do this. I'm going to do that. You're doing a lot, okay? Do what got you to where you are. Push through. You're even going to go through an agent sales. Boom. I remember I had the best month of my life, and then for 2 weeks straight, I felt like I was, what the heck? Did I just become the worst agent in the world? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And it happens. Listen back to my calls, looked at my strategy, and I had changed things up. I was a little bit more aggressive in my sales calls, right? And boom, you have to adjust back to the basics, lean on the fundamentals, okay? This is freaking normal. Once you get past this, now comes month 6 to 9, okay? Where you are going to take a deep breath and it's going to get easier, okay? Because phase 3 is the new normal, where you'll begin finding a harmony between leadership and your own personal production. How are you being a leader and helping your team provide, and you're getting overrides from your business? Like, this is what the impending doom was, right? I was giving so much time, my time away. I was fighting through it, for then these agents to be self-sufficient. They're growing and they're learning. You're helping them get through their impending doom, right? You're making yourself a priority while also embarking on this leadership journey. So at SCkALE, we realize that about month 6 to 9, heavy leadership development for you to understand the type of leader that you are, how to make sure that your team is on one accord. How do you get people to get encouraged and excited? How do you get them actually doing the activity to be a great agent, right? And so what you want to lean to is training while you're working. Stop letting people get off your A game. I love, love, love that now you're going to be having overrides that can take care of some of your chargebacks or anything that comes through the pipeline, but ultimately your personal production becomes all your profit, which is absolutely amazing, okay? And then to understand your worth and how to allocate yourself, okay? Kind of like what I just said. What you want to watch out for, stop changing. If you found the system, stick to the system. Where do you believe that you did something for 6 months and now you are the greatest thing in the world? No, dude, you can do this, but no matter how hard or how many months you've been doing something, know that people have put years into getting good and getting great. In 6 months is nothing compared to what you will become if you stick to your fundamentals, being on time, taking care of yourself, getting at your freaking desk when you said you would, making sure you get your physical activity because you're about to go into sales work mode, eating healthy, making sure you're going to bed early. These are things now people are counting on you, right? Your downline is counting on you to show up, to let them know what is possible, that they can do this, that they have the spiritual, the mental fortitude to continue to do this, okay? And then just learning to say no to things that don't make you money or help your business grow. This is where you're going to get really, really comfortable. You think after 6 months you made it and you got a couple, 50 grand in your bank account. No. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. No, I can't do that. No, I have to wake up early for work. I have clients waiting on me. I have some portal reviews. Learn to say no, okay? I'm not saying don't treat yourself, but learn to say no. One of the most powerful things for you to stay on one accord is learning to freaking say no, okay? And then after that, you're going to continue to be able to learn this harmonious balance between being a leader and sales, okay? The goal is not to sell for the rest of your life, okay? This is just to get the cash flow necessary to invest and build in your business and your team, okay? And so you have to get through the dogfight. This is where I see in phase 2 it break a lot of agents just because they didn't know that it was going to be hard, but I have a question for you. If we ask the Lord to show us, you know, the movie of someone who is confident, is patient, is extraordinary, has money in their bank account, who has the will to win, don't you think in that movie there'd be a lot of places where they had to get tested? That they had to get up when they didn't want to, that they had to fight when they felt like they had no fight left, that they had to show up for an agent who was about to quit when they wanted to quit themselves. That movie is going to be filled with a bunch of trials, tribulations, but mental, spiritual, and mental fortitude to get through by doing the fundamentals and not giving up. This is the beginning of a new journey. Nothing is perfect. You are as perfect at your as your skill will make you. Okay? And so I just want to encourage, and I think this was such a profound kind of video that I wanted to make because so many people are giving up so freaking early and just not knowing, hey, like this is just the nuances of business. And so, yeah, I hope you have an absolute amazing day. If you feel like you need to share this with an agent, with your downline, just know this is normal, dude. This is normal. This is normal. And then I just realized in phase 3 to 6, like you start thinking, oh, I need to change this up. I need to go do this. Or maybe being an agent isn't for me. No, you're just building the calluses on your hand to learn what works and doesn't. So be patient, have gratitude, and get better. So many of us millennials are jumping from thing to thing, and we would have been successful already if every 5 seconds we didn't switch up what the goal was. And so I'm just going to leave you with a little mini prayer is, Lord, give this agent the mental fortitude and the spiritual stamina and the skill set necessary to continue the good fight of marketplace ministry. Unfortunately, they are not able to see the fruits of their labor until it's a family's worst day of their life. Allow them to be a part of that journey, helping families build generational wealth. But if they give up on themselves and just don't lean in to the nuance of business and learning, I'm rebuking in the name of Jesus fear, anxiety, and fatigue. They've embarked on a journey to better themselves. And so give them the confidence to know there is more than light at the end of the tunnel. There is abundance in the name of Jesus. Because we don't do this much good. And I don't know, God, but the God that I serve will not match me with chaos and frustration and loss. I have to get to getting good. And so, anybody who is listening to this, may you bless them with the mental and spiritual fortitude to stick to the fundamentals and keep freaking going because abundance is on the other side. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. My name is Cassie here at SCkALE. And so I hope you have an absolute amazing day, but you have to get through phase 2. All right. And most importantly, get with people who've actually been through this and know the deal and are great encouragers. But most importantly, honey, no one can kind of convince you to stick it through but you. When you're laying in your bed in the middle of the night, thinking about what you have to do and the clients that you have to talk to tomorrow and the chargebacks that you have, that's a part of business. But it came with an extraordinary reward. All right. So I hope you have an absolute amazing day. If you're looking to get around other agents, go ahead and click the link below. There's a Telegram chat that you can get around all high producing agents and some of our clients. So go ahead and click that link to get to getting good. Have an absolute amazing day. Bye, guys.